Warriors! Good morning. Happy Saturday. You might be watching this in the future, so happy day to you. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. I'm the guy who says, don't believe a word I say. Why would you believe a guy with a beanie on, a beard, and a picture of himself on his shirt? It makes zero sense. But what I do tell you, is if you give a man a fish or a woman a fish, they eat for a day. If you give them a fishing pole, they eat for a lifetime. If you teach them how to farm, they will feed a nation, as my boy William says. We're going to get right into it today, Warriors. The reason why I'm bringing this up and why you need to listen intently to this is because you've been trained in a system to keep you just over broke. Your education system in 1903 that was created by John D. Rockefeller, he's quoted saying, I want a society of workers, not educated people. His business advisor, I think it's John D. Taylor, don't quote me on that. There's a long quote from him as well saying we have enough doctors, we have enough lawyers. We just need workers. Now, what does that mean for you? That cubicle that you sit in from 9 to 5 was designed since you were a little child. When you went to school in a public school system, the way the school system was set up to keep you just over broke. You didn't learn real world economics. You might not even learn real history. What you learned is to stay in line, to raise your hand, to not think outside the box, to not challenge anything. You went to school from 9 to 5, or an 8-hour school day, You got 2 recesses and a 30-minute lunch. Wow, doesn't that sound like your corporate job? And your teacher told you to be quiet, asked to go to the bathroom. Did you have to ask to go to the bathroom at your job? A lot of you do. And a lot of you get written up if you come back from lunch. But I'm living a life, I know this is a big intro, but hear me out. I'm living a life of freedom. I freed my dome. I left corporate America about 3 years ago. And I wake up when I want. I say what I want. I dress how I want. I can go pick up my kids when I want. And I'm richer than I've ever been in my life. I have what's called passive income. I make money 24 hours a day. But it wasn't easy, Warriors. I lost my money 2 times building to this because I had to break free from the box. The system that's been created for us. And breaking free from the box, I had to make some decisions that I had to learn from, and I lost my money a couple times. But now I finally figured out that money is just energy and money is just vibration. And you have an opportunity right now. Never like again in history is it going to be like this. We have a brand new asset class coming in called cryptocurrency, the quantum financial system, the 4th industrial revolution. And as you look this way at a pandemic, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. And you're about to get another stimulus check. Hooray! Helicopter money. That is not good for your economy, just so you know. But here's the thing. This will be your 3rd stimulus check in America. And I want to ask you a quick question. What did you do with your first 2? A lot of you paid rent. Good job. But think about this. What if you were to take this this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just a theoretical idea. Or would that be right? It's just me sharing an idea. What if you took this stimulus check? That's not even your money. Pretend it doesn't exist because it really isn't your money, right? You're just getting free money that's actually hurting your economy and devaluing your dollar. But if you took this $1,400 stimulus check, some of you may get $3,000, $6,000 because of the amount of kids you have. And you invested in a highly speculative asset that is appreciating dramatically. And you completely changed your life. What if? Well, let's take a little journey, Warriors. Let me show you a narrative that I want to share with you guys. Now, remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I do have a Warrior Academy, the link down below. I show my exact exit strategy that I'm using in the quantum financial system because here's the truth. Let's speak truth. Most people are going to get into the crypto space are going to get wrecked because as soon as it goes up, whoo, it comes crashing back down. And what the people are buying on the way up is the billionaires selling, the whales selling their money. The smart money sells their money, we buy up the supply, and then they wreck us on the way out, and we buy the blood in the streets, and we keep going. So we teach the Warriors in our Warrior Academy exactly what we're doing in the quantum financial system, an exact exit strategy, cryptocurrency calls. We have an ecosystem of over 800 people working together so that we make good decisions. So we end up like the uncommon 1%. It's not financial advice, just a group of people working together. Link down the bottom. Okay, so let's kick this off. So Goldman Sachs cryptocurrencies. So let's look at the date here. Listen to the narrative. So this was May 27th, 2020. Okay, so May 27th, 2020. Goldman Sachs cryptocurrencies are not an asset class. Goldman Sachs held an investor call Wednesday to discuss current policies for Bitcoin, gold inflation, in its context of C-word crisis, the big takeaways. The Stewart Investment Bank is still no fan of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Okay, the stalwart bank, investment bank, is still no fan of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. This is May last year. A slideshow released before the call cited hacks and other losses related to cryptocurrencies, as well as their use in illicit activities. That's what Janet Yellen said. That's what the head of the European Union, Christine Lagarde, said. 7 of the Goldman Sachs 35 slides mentioned Bitcoin, but the people on the call only discussed Bitcoin for roughly 5 minutes at the end, with no questions taken after. In the call materials, Goldman Sachs notes that while cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin have received enormous attention, they are not an asset class. Why? The reason includes Bitcoin's inherent lack of cash flow, unlike bonds, and its inability to generate earnings through exposure to global economic growth, according to the presentation. Goldman Sachs basically also notes Bitcoin's volatility, citing the recent drop to 12-month lows in early March. The price spiked nearly 5% to 9,200 a few hours before the call. Some professionals in cryptocurrency analysis were less than impressed by Goldman Sachs' analysis. The criticism were very cookie-cutter, this type you would expect if someone just read a mainstream headline, says Ryan Watkins, Bitcoin analyst, and Mazira, a former investment banking analyst. Goldman's cash flow argument was particularly hard to Tom, I can't even pronounce that guy's last name, okay? Many investments at Goldman's labels suitable for clients do not generate cash flow and are primarily dependent on whether someone is willing to pay a higher price at the date, he said on Twitter. One would argue that Bitcoin isn't backed by anything, but to liken it, the game of a hot potato ignores a subject value such as novel assets provides. Okay, so these are just all quotes, but check this out. So the narrative I'm selling you here is Goldman Sachs, they're going off on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Okay, this is a year ago. Exclusive. Goldman Sachs restarts cryptocurrency desk amid Bitcoin boom. London Records. Goldman Sachs Group, this is 1 year later, Incorporated, has restarted its cryptocurrency trading desk and will begin dealing Bitcoin futures and non-deliverable forwards for clients from the next week, a person familiar with the matter says. The team will sit within the U.S. Bank Global Market Division, the person said. The desk is part of the Goldman Sachs activities within the fast-growing digital asset sector, which also includes projects involving blockchain technology and central bank digital currencies, the person said. As part of this work, the bank is also exploring the potential for Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and has issued a request for information to explore digital asset custody, the source says. The trading desk reboot comes amid the growth in interest by institutional in Bitcoin when it soared 470% over the past year. The largest cryptocurrencies seen by investors from some companies as a hedge against inflation and government central banks turn on the stimulus taps. Okay. Now, what did they say a year ago? They're talking shit about Bitcoin. And here we are, a year later, they're getting into Bitcoin. Warriors, you can't believe what the billionaires are saying. Watch what they're doing. They're steering you away from the biggest shift in generational wealth. Here's what Bitcoin price has done since 2020. This is what happened in 2000. This is Bitcoin's price versus gold and S&P 500 in 2020. Look at that. The S&P 500 is in blue. Gold is in gold. And this is what Bitcoin did. This is I think this is the March drop you're going to see right here. So we had a big drop. Some saying it could drop again this March, right? So yes, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies are very volatile. So you may see a 30% drop within a day. And that's why most people get wrecked because they don't have the emotional intelligence. Okay, so this is important. Look at this. If you would have taken your stimulus check last year and put it into this, look what would have happened to your money. Not financial advice. So if we go, sorry about that, guys. So if we go, we're going into Ethereum. Sorry, that threw me off. Okay, so look at the Bitcoin price. One of our warriors came in. So the Bitcoin price here. So this is the returns we had in 2020. Okay, 160%. If you would have put your stimulus check in here, not financial advice, look at the increase you would have had, warriors. But what did you do with your stimulus check? Okay, so now one thing we're looking at right now is Ethereum is about to explode. Now Ethereum is around $1,800. You may get a $1,400 stimulus check. What if someone was to take that stimulus check and put it into Ethereum? So let's listen to what Raul Paul is saying around Ethereum, okay?
Because if I look at the chart of Ethereum versus Bitcoin, it looks like it's basing. Usually, Ethereum is also very much following the 2017 Bitcoin cycle, both in price, in number of wallet addresses, in market cap, I mean, it's identical. It's kind of spooky, which tells you this is being driven by Metcalfe's law and adoption effects than almost anything else. So if that's the case, then we know Ethereum has a decent chance of getting to 20,000, considering right now it's at 11.
Pause. It has a decent chance of getting to 20,000. If you were to take your $1,400 stimulus check and invest in Ethereum right now at $1,800, what would your price appreciation be? Not financial advice.
11,800. Oh, sorry, 1,180.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit. That's a value proposition. Even with Bitcoin going to 200,000 to 300,000, one's 8x, one's 16x from here.
Yes. Okay. Now you said hoping to add soon. So walk me through your decision-making process there, if you could.
No decision, it's cash. I'm all in, right? As soon as I get some extra cash, I'll put it in.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
That's how.
So this is what some of the richest people in the world are doing, not financial advice. Go watch this full interview at Simplified Finances, and then I'll leave you with this right here, Warriors. Woo! JP Morgan, feeling the heat from employees. This is on February 12th. Feeling the heat from employees. Wall Street banks get closer to adopting Bitcoin, Warriors. The freight train has left the building. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. And I'm here to give you information. This is not financial advice, not a financial advisor. What I'm working to do is to get you to think differently, to take your cash and multiply it, Warriors. The stimulus check is not yours. Think about that. What if you were to take your stimulus check and learn how to flip money? That's what we do here at the Warrior Academy. We teach people how to take their money and turn it into something that drives revenue back to yours. It's just a frame of mind switch. So I just wanted to share with you guys. I saw the stimulus check coming out. That's actually going to pump up cryptocurrencies. We thought with the announcement yesterday it would be a bigger pump. But there'll never be a time like this in history again, Warriors. So you have a choice. You have a choice in life every single time, Warriors. Every single time you get paid, you should be paying yourself. So I just want to get this quick video out to you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. We're going to have 2 videos Monday through Friday every single day, bringing you information and helping you rise, Warriors. So everything you need is down in the description down below. If you want to join our private Warrior Academy, if Warriors, if you want more of me, I don't know if you want more of me, but the Coach JB podcast, every single day motivation. Follow me on Instagram at CoachJB_, and we're going to rise together. Warriors, rise.